What's up, guys? This is Adam from esportsheaven.com, and I'm here with Renegade, Swedish Delight. How you doing today, man?
Hey there, I'm doing all right. Super tired. Finished 13th this Evo. I didn't place as well as last time, but my losses were still fine. In fact, it's like better losses in a way, so I'm not that disappointed in my placing.
So walk me through your matches. Tell me a little bit what happened. Were there any surprises or anything that really caught you off guard?
Yeah, so this Evo, the amount of matches this Evo is really strange. Last year, we played a lot more on day one, so I played S2J like as my last match in day one, and I only played basically 3 matches on the second day. This time, I only played 3 matches on Friday. My hardest opponent was Dunk, who was my round 1 match. The other 2 combined weren't as good as Dunk. Then today, I played someone who was still worse than Dunk. And then I played Ken, the king of Smash, and I almost lost. He was so smart. And also, I was just caught off guard. He had a very much different strategy compared to the Mars these days. And it was like really silly, I thought. But that's how he was dominant for 6 years plus. So it works if you're not ready for it. Then after Ken, I played Jello. He's a really good Luigi. He upset Ice, but I'm all right in that matchup. Have a lot of experience because of like New Jersey has some Luigis. My brother used to play Luigi, and then I always play Luigi Diddles with Plup, so I was familiar with it. Then after Blea, I played Mango. I definitely felt like that's when I started noticing like I'm not playing as well as I could have, because it was really close match, game 1, but it was just like super small things that I knew I could have done. I tried to do. And also I missed a dash back. But yeah, it's just like a couple things that I could have done better. Game 2, he adapted. I probably couldn't have won game 2. Then that was hard too, because we waited so long to play our matches today. I played like 1 match an hour. Then I played 3 matches in a row right after. Mango into Dawan, I barely won. I clutched it out. And then I played Plup. He gave me the choice of playing his Fox or Sheik. I took his Fox because I thought since he lost to Abu that he wouldn't be that good with Fox right now, but it was good. He's a really good player. So I almost, I could have won game 1. Then game 2, it was just I ran out of steam, and that ended my tournament run. I got destroyed.
Now, we were talking a little bit before the tournament, and you were saying that you were feeling pretty confident. You were doing a little bit of training. Talk to me a little about the prep that you had going into the tournament. Why did you feel so confident?
Right. It's just been like I've been playing a lot more than last year. I think I've gotten better. Like rankings-wise, I'm technically not better, but I'm a lot more consistent in the way that when I do well at tournaments, like I play in big tournaments and do well, like CEO Dreamland, I don't lose to anyone like below me. A lot of people look at like my regional losses, like, oh, I lose to Fox all the time. Well, it's like, that's fine. There's a lot of other circumstances. It's not like I'm losing to people. It's them beating me. That's how really we should be looking at it these days. It's not about how bad our losses are. If you look at the matches, they're good melee. Or I play bad because I have like really close sets beforehand. And it's more like logistics. I'm not able to play the best. It's been really hard for me because I have to like play basically all day, and I don't get to like really prepare because of work. And this tournament, for example, my flight was canceled, so I had to fly in Friday morning to go straight play. So didn't get that much rest. But yeah, so I've been playing in more tournaments. I've been practicing more often than not. Like my tech was fine coming in, but during Evo, a lot of people are good. There's a lot of pressure. Leffen, we just saw, he was looking very good in the recent weeks, but he got 9th this tournament, and we know he's a top 5 player. He should definitely be able to get farther, but it's a tough tournament, tough conditions, so it's more than just like how good you are. It's about like that day, how well you prepare, and I guess the environment in a way, how well you can adapt to the environment. So I wasn't able to adapt to the environment as well as I could have. But beforehand, I was moving fine. I was doing my moves. My strategy was fine. It's just like I couldn't execute as well as I wanted to.
you mentioned that you feel like you're a better player, but your rank does not reflect that. And obviously, rank is based off the results that you had this year. How do you feel about your results this year, and compared to last year when everyone was talking about how, oh my God, we have this new demigod that's gonna try and step into the gods, just like your axes, your plups, etc.
Yeah, so it's funny because I've been playing in more tournaments. People are like, "Oh, I'm doing worse," because they just like look at results in a way. They don't really look at like the melee that's being played. But my results have been good when it's been like, I guess it's bad to say, like when it's favorable conditions for me. Like CEO Dreamland, I got 4th. I beat Plups Luigi, which was amazing. Like people write that off, but like at that time, his Luigi was better than his Fox in terms of tournament preparation. Because yeah, we could see his Fox wasn't always playing the best, and Luigi's not that bad. He's a mid tier, but he's not that bad. And he like beat me to King Sheik. He beat Drug Fox. He beat Nintendude. Obviously, like we shouldn't write that off, but people write it off because it's like a mid tier. But yeah, the thing is like the tournaments I sat out were in May, like Smash and Splash and Royal Flush, May and early June, and I just couldn't do it. I was going to Rutgers, like seeing the graduation. I had work to do, so people really couldn't see how well I really was. They only could see the bad results from earlier in the year when I didn't care as much because right after UGC, I was like, you know what, 2016 rankings are done. I don't really need to care about my ranking as much. I can just prepare like for the future tournaments, like learn more about the game, and I have been. So I've had some tough losses, but again, they're very good now. People are adapting, and I'm just playing more tournaments. I understand exactly what Westball's meant before, where he was like, we saw his peak, he would beat Mango and all that, but then he would just like lose randomly, let's say. But yeah, I think me and Wes have like, we've talked about this before at Don't Park. We've like starting to experience like the same, I guess, paths in a way of our like journey into Smash. So I forgot about the main question now. That's how tired I am. It's gone off tangents a little bit.
It's all good, man. It's all good. Going off of what we talked about last time, because last time we spoke, you were at ESL 1 New York. This was before you were with Renegades, and obviously a lot of stuff has changed. You are signed with Renegades now. But at the time, you were kind of thinking about, do I want to, go with Smash full time? What do I want to really do with my life? Because before that, you were trying to become a doctor and things like that. Where are you at right now? What are your goals, or what are you aspiring to?
Yeah. So. All right. Yeah, I've had a great time with Renegades since October when we last spoke at ESL 1. They've been really supportive of just me being myself. They gave me a lot of freedom, they gave me a lot of choice, but they've also been there for me when I needed them the most. There's been a lot of changes with Renegades, but overall, I've been having more interactions with them recently. Again, they've been supportive. I have my jersey that finally has my name on it. I have a great hoodie. Little things like that mean a huge difference for an organization, where I can really tell that they're trying their best with their players. For me personally, I'm gonna be trying to play more Smash. I'm gonna go unemployed in a few weeks. I'm gonna try to make gaming a career in a way. So it's mainly because, like we talked before, I was doing school a lot. I was working, and I wanted to go to med school. But this past year, with me going to work full time, it's a huge difference in college and everything else I've learned through life. It was really life-changing where I work now and learning about, just the world in a way, growing up. So I want to take Smash as much as I could, or gaming in general, as far as I could right now, before I commit again to something else. I've listened to Hugo talk. I've talked to Hugo Hugs, how he went into accounting right after playing a lot of Smash, like during the break. Worked at a Big 4 company. He made a lot of money at the time, but he wasn't happy. He just wanted to come back to Smash, and he has now that he's older. So his path basically, I wanted to take what he learned and just apply it to myself before that happens. So right now I'm pretty young still. I just turned 23. I feel ancient, but no, in reality that's like really young. So I have the time right now to explore Smash, especially since it's the biggest it's been. It's like if I go to med school and I want to return to Smash, I really can't, being out of the scene for so long. There's been so many changes that we didn't expect. So and I expect a lot more changes to come soon after even this Evo. So I'll take it as far as I could. I'll be traveling a lot, starting from SmashCon. So not too sure where exactly it'll lead me, but the fact that I'm opening myself up to it, I'll be able to take any opportunity that passes by.
All right. I'm very happy to hear that you're going to be, going full time into this whole thing. But one thing that has been very, very prevalent in the community is a lot of topics like whether it be, Arduinos or Ledgecraft Limit, mid-set coaching, wobbling, what have you. How do you feel about a lot of those things that are being discussed? Are you the type of person that really wants to have your voice heard so those things can go how you feel, or do you think that people are generally overreacting to those kind of things? Yeah.
I have an opinion on each of those like separately, but overall, I used to not take this game that seriously, so I didn't care. But now, because I know so many people and talk to people have been asking about my opinions for it, I was like, so I've actually developed like an opinion for each of them, and I do start to feel stronger about each topic. I mean, we can go through each of them, but yeah, I used to be very casual about the game, but if I'm going to be taking this more seriously, and it's going to affect a lot of people, right? So I should have some sort of stance where I really believe in, and it really does. Every decision will matter. So yeah, I just hope that for each of them there's something that's set, that's like tangible, and like it's very clear cut what's going to happen. So we even had a little bit of trouble today with the coaching rule. But hopefully we'll learn from our mistakes, and we'll just keep at it. Just because it doesn't work one time doesn't mean we should stop it. It's just like it'll take some time to implement those rules, or not implement in a way. So yeah, I think each one of those deserves to be talked about and worked on.
Okay, so you were talking about earlier how you feel like you're getting better, but so is everyone else. And your results are, while they seem like they're not as good as last year, they're still very good results. Having said that, what are your goals for the rest of the year? Where do you see yourself? What are you trying to achieve in the game? Do you think that maybe you can, ascend past Plup into that godhood, or do you think that, you still have a lot of work to do and your goals are a bit more modest than that?
Yeah, I guess my goals in the end are just try to become it's very simple for me. I don't really know where I want to be, but my matches against like my so-called demons in a way have become a lot better than usual. Like I did pretty well against Wizzy at regular CEO. I used to get destroyed by him, except the one time I won at Big House, but he wasn't playing that well. So when that happened, I realized like I do have potential. I could do fine, and even though like at rivalries I lost completely badly to S-Set and Drug Fox, I learned so much since then. I've had much closer sets against Foxes. So really it's just like I know exactly what I need to do in order to become better at the game or place better at tournaments, and it's really just like becoming better like physically in a way, like exercise, and like try to get to tournaments earlier and make sure logistics are never a problem. So I really have like very simple goals in mind to make me a better player, because I believe I'm already at a level where I should be able to beat anyone I play. So it just has to become that way where I'm able to play my best when I can. And I'm very glad to have talked to one of my friends today, and she told me like one of the good players back in the day. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it without their permission, so I'll just say, someone told me like,
Be careful.
yeah. So she said that years ago that he believed I was one of the best like up and comers to the scene, because I just do everything solidly. I just do everything right. I'm not trying to let's say gimmick the way through. So and she reaffirmed that today after a couple of years, that I'm still like improving a lot in that regards. And yeah, again, my placements might not be like jumping up like that much, right now, but eventually, because I'm doing such a building a solid foundation for myself, that it'll be better and better as the future goes. So short term, like for the rest of 2017, I just hope to go to as many great tournaments as possible. And the fact that I'll be unemployed, I want to stay around and know the scene better. Because right now I just fly in and out of tournaments. I feel really bad because I go to such great places, meet such great people, and I can't explore any of those places or explore any more relationships with people that I would like to. So at least for the rest of 2017, I just want to break and enjoy the scene as much as I can.
All right, so I know you want to watch this top 8, so we'll wrap up with one more question. If we backtrack a little bit, you were talking about you're going to be unemployed in a couple of months, and that's because you want to focus on this whole gaming and try and make a career out of it. Now, especially Asian parents and all other society's pressures that come with having a job like this, was it a really hard decision for you to make to decide, okay, you know what, I'm going to at least for the time being, forego this whole medical profession and really pursue this? Was it hard for you to come to that? A lot of soul searching?
Oh yeah, definitely. It was a huge decision for me to think about going into Smash. My mom is a very un-Asian in a way. The fact that she didn't want me to take my job I currently have. She wanted me to take a break because she thought I worked too hard during college. So she wanted me to actually play Smash and just stay at home with her. But I really wanted to work. My dad was encouraging in that regards. I really wanted to do med school, but as time went on with work and I really started to learn more just about life after college, I really had to decide what I really wanted to do, because my 20s are such an important decade in a way of exploration. I read a book called The Defining Decade, which is about your 20s, and that really showed I really do have. The 20s are a long but short time, and the most important thing I do in my years after college is just make sure I make the most of them. Because once I'm 30, that's we don't want our 30s to be our 20s in a way. I'm sure a lot of people understand that once they graduate college. They say the worst year of your life is the year after you graduate college. So I definitely felt that way, but I wouldn't take anything back. So I had a lot of decisions I could have made. So I needed to rank them. It was going to be staying at work, and then I could have gotten a raise. I could have done more at work. It would have been good. My second one was try to do a master's degree because I didn't get into med school this year, and improve that regards. Or third option was try to go to a Caribbean med school or a foreign med school because they still accepted the old MCAT. And then my fourth option, for example, would have been I would try to be a high school teacher, which is my dream job. If salary or whatever didn't matter, then I would do that. So yeah, it took a long time. It took months of me thinking about which option was the best for me, and it switched around a lot. And really just talking to people in the scene, just realizing putting myself out there can mean so much that I decided to stick with playing Smash for a while. It's strange because it used to be I try to hide I would play Smash. Now it's gonna be my #1 priority, and gaming in general. So I'm excited to see where it takes me. I have a few years left before I really need to make another life decision, I think. So I'm scared. I was very scared. Again, worst year of your life. But I'm also excited and curious about what's going to happen.
I think I can speak for the rest of the Smash community in saying that we're very, very excited to see you take this on full time and see what you can accomplish. But I know you want to get back in there and watch that top 8. So are there any shout outs you want to give, words you want to say to the fans? How can the fans follow you?
Great. So I have a Twitter. Thank you all for your support. I've learned also, because I get so much criticism for playing Sheik or whatnot, or playing lame in a way, but that's because I play Sheik. Yeah, but my true fans out there really mean so much to me. And all my followers on Twitter, thank you. You can follow me on SSB_Swedish. I'll be streaming soon on Twitch. I have been starting to stream, but I'll be doing that a lot more when I'm free. It's the same as well, SSB_Swedish. Thank you, Renegades, for again supporting me for what I do and just making me the best player I could possibly be. Thanks to my manager, Shark. And thanks to all my friends in the Smash community. And thanks to my parents as well, because they're allowing me to do this in a way. Yeah, I guess that's it for now.
All right, man. Thank you so much for the interview. And guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned to esportsheaven.com for more coverage of EVO 2017. We'll see you guys.